What are we looking at? This is a rough bark elm. It came from here, went to a client's, and I guess something happened. Well, when it first came here, it was during the dormant season, so I saw nothing wrong. But he said it was damaged, and now that all the leaves are coming out, I could see that it was damaged. As we look at more towards the back side, you could see that the top is dead. Also, throughout the tree, there were indications that there were dead branches. So even on this side, there was some indication of tips being dead. So I'm assuming that something bad happened probably with the watering in the summertime. You know, it gets very hot around here, and if the water is not precise, things like this can happen. Well, anyway, so my task today is, how am I going to fix this guy? And I've been looking at it for about a month and a half now and trying to come up with a solution. So the big tree, it's not a big deal. I could just cut that top off. But since this is a double trunk, the smaller, the one on the left, should be shorter also. So where do I cut it down to? Okay, on the small one, I could cut it down to here, but then see where the new apex is? It's a weird angle. I could probably get by later. But the other thing I noticed was the lower part is very straight. Right here is really straight. So I've been thinking. So anyway, I was looking at this from different angles and all the other possibilities that might make it. But the other thing is, it's quite heavy. And well, I know my clients, they're not getting any younger either. So I had a novel idea. My idea was, how about if we took and divide it? See how this is coming together right here? What if I did one of the Hero's typical, hey, cut and divide in two? That means I could have two smaller trees in a smaller container, much lighter. And see, this smaller tree has a very good top. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try to do the split. I'll take the saw, cut a little bit, take the dull chisel, and let's hope that it works out. So that's what I'm going to do today. Looks like it's going to take some persuasion here. Almost. Okay, got it. Now that I got this separated and I have the power tools out, I am going to cut the dead part off. I recut the top. I'm going to have to restyle this. probably do something fairly drastic, but this being a Chinese elm, you know it's going to come right back anyway. The smaller side, because of the way the root is, I may have a little bit of problem, but I don't see a major problem. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish it up and show you what my final solution for this. Well, one big tree becomes two. At least now I can move these easily. This one here, let's go ahead and take a look. This is where the other part used to be. Took off a big branch. The side has become the front. Took out a lot of the roots, so I thinned out the top. And I'm gonna have to keep an eye on these, make sure that they stay healthy. Okay, this one here, I'm thinking I might have to bring this head down because it's getting awfully tall for this size container. But I could do that later. It's not permanent. This side has no root, so it has a tendency to want to fall backwards, right? So the rock is used as a prop. I tried wiring it down, but it's just one of those awkward situations that it wasn't going to be really effective. So I'm using this rock temporarily. It might get a better looking rock, or in time, no rock at all. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. Now, some of you that are doing other people's trees, don't go around doing this unless you know them really well. A lot of people will not tolerate this kind of extremeness. I happen to know Ken really well. I've known him for many years, and he watches YouTube, so I think he'll be amazed with one big tree becoming two. You know what? We've been friends a long time. He's not getting any younger, so I'm pretty sure that he'd be happy that it comes in two smaller containers, and probably take another year, 2, maybe even 3 to get it back to a greatness. But anyway, this has been the Chinese elm that was damaged probably by lack of water last summer. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. Goodbye.